どうもエルズと申します。中東情勢の悪化による2レースの中止により、まさかの春休みとなった2026年の F1。ようやくマイアミグランプリの週末がやってきました。充電時間の短縮などバッテリー関連のルール変更がありましたが、果たして各チームの勢力図に変化はあるのでしょうか。なお、キャデラックとレーシングブルズが今週は特別リバリーで走行します。レーシングブルズは黄色のマシンカラーとなっており、ジョーダン・ホンダを思い出しました。それではマイアミグランプリを控えたドライバーたちのコメントを日本語訳と合わせてご紹介いたしますので、ぜひご覧ください。それではどうぞ。
Well, Fernando, it feels like a long old time since the Japanese Grand Prix. How's this break been, and what have you and the team learned about, the problems that you had in the first few races and how the future of the season looks?
Yeah, it has been good. Obviously, 4 weeks out of racing. We had different things to do and to fix, especially on the vibrations and the reliability. I think Honda has been working really hard, and we have some news here. So maybe on that regard, we are in a better position. On the personal side, we had to train a little bit, to go on the simulator. I had one beautiful day also in Paul Ricard, driving the Valkyrie Le Mans car and things like that. So we try to use this time to relax, but also to get ready for Miami.
I read somewhere that you did an interview that you're still loving Formula One, you're still really enjoying it. How do you kind of look at just the future, and how do you kind of compartmentalize that, especially in quite a tricky time of your career performance-wise?
I mean, Formula One will be always very complex sport, and especially with new regulations, you can have up and down, and you will have good moments, bad moments, but all of them, you can find the challenge, to overcome something. Even in the good moments, you cannot relax. There are always challenges and threats that are coming every weekend. So, we have a tough start of the season, but we are all embracing this challenge, and we are together on this. Aston Martin and Honda, and hopefully we see some results and we can start having fun on the weekends.
The team and Honda are trying to find a solution to the problem. If there are no vibrations, there is nothing. How much speed is there in the actual car?
Good question. I think we are struggling with the pace of the car. There is no doubt that we are in a tough moment. But the team is working hard. I think in Silverstone about the aero performance, that we think that there is pace to unlock there. And in Sakura about two things: reliability and vibrations, and also performance. At the moment, it seems that we bring here some solutions for the vibrations and the reliability, and hopefully we see some positive news on the car tomorrow when we drive it, and hopefully the performance will come in the next step.
Ages ago since the Japanese Grand Prix, how was your break, and how much time did you manage to spend with the team to figure out what the rest of the season is going to hopefully be looking like?
It was nice, I enjoyed some weeks off, relaxing, a bit of driving, did some racing in my time off, so that was fun. And spent some time with the team talking about the plans for the rest of the season. We're still just trying to improve in all areas, trying to bring performance every weekend. This weekend we're focused on the vibrations to try and make that better. So we have a lot of work to do. I don't think the magic's going to happen overnight, but I think we know the things we have to work on, and we're just trying to do it as quickly as we can.
Just to build on that, I know that Honda have brought some countermeasures to try and help with those vibrations. On the aero side, are there new bits as well on the car?
No, the aero is the same this weekend.
Lance, I know they kept the car in Japan after the race to Sakura to try and see if they could find any solutions. Does the team feel like they have found some answers, or?
I think we know the problems. I think we have an idea of some of the answers, but getting parts made and putting upgrades on the car and fixing all the problems is a different story. It doesn't happen overnight. So this weekend we're focused on the vibrations. Hopefully that will be better, and then throughout the course of the season we're just trying to bring as much performance as we can, and we're far away, we know that, so it's not going to happen overnight, but doing our best.
Quite unusual for a rookie to get kind of this amount of time to maybe have a reflection on what has happened so far, because the season goes quite quickly. How did you find it?
Yeah, it was nice to have some time off. At the same time, it did feel a little bit weird to have a break so early in the year. But yeah, like I said, the season started very early. You almost had no winter. We were straight into testing in January. So to have a bit of time off, also, as a rookie, like you said, to have a bit of time to reflect on the first couple of races, prepare for this sort of next block, was really useful. So tried to have a bit of downtime myself, spending time, with friends and family, but also, in the sim, working with the engineers, trying to prepare for this weekend.
And in terms of the upgrades for the car, it's going to be split across this race, Canada. What's the plan?
Yeah, we have an upgrade coming. So I think everyone's going to have an upgrade this weekend. So we'll see where we've come out. It's hard to really know now.
Just in terms of these regulations, how are you feeling you are with them? Are you on top of them? Do you feel now you're on top of the new tweaks? Are you confident that you know how to drive these cars, I guess? It's a kind of a question for the whole grid at the moment.
I think it's something we're all learning, drivers and teams. And with more time, we get more up to speed. So I think we're in a good place, but that being said, there's still a lot to learn, I think, for everyone. I think on the car side itself, I think I've got a good feeling. I think the engineers are on top of it, but the PU is the thing that we're sort of still learning. How to get the most out of it in qualifying, but also in the races. Especially when fighting, using the boost, using all the tools available to defend, but also defend or attack. So. There's, like you said, there's some new regulations this weekend, so that will be something that we'll learn about. We know we've tried it in the sim, but it's always hard to know exactly what it's like until you're in the real thing. So should be fun.
So Max, I asked Lewis how his break was, and he said I didn't really have a break because he was keeping himself so busy. You've also been keeping yourself busy. How was it? All your activities?
Yeah, it was good. It was nice to, of course, race in different categories as well. But at the same time, I also really enjoyed my time at home. So I actually had a great break. I wish it was even longer.
For sure. And just talk to us about your expectations coming into this weekend. How much work has been going on in the factory to try and bring Red Bull together and get you further up the grid?
Yeah, the team has been pushing really hard, to try and understand a bit of our issues and try to bring improvements. So that's why I think it's nice to see what we can do here. Hopefully we can be a bit closer to the guys ahead. That's the target. I don't know how close, but that's definitely what we are aiming for at the moment.
You have been very vocal about the regulations. We have seen some changes coming this weekend. Do you feel they're positive, in the right way, enough for now?
It's a tickle in the right direction, but hopefully, of course, for next year we can make bigger changes.
いかがだったでしょうか。アストンマーティンホンダはなんとか改善が見られることに期待したいです。さて、1年前のマイアミグランプリではレース前にレゴ版 F1 マシンでパレードが行われ話題となりました。今年はどのようなサプライズが待っているのか楽しみですね。また今後も F1 に関しての情報をまとめた動画を制作していく予定です。継続するためにもぜひいいねやチャンネル登録をお願いいたします。インタビューの内容について、また動画の感想などコメントでいただけると嬉しいです。それでは。